This is a poem I wrote just a few weeks ago. It's called Head, Heart, Hands. Shh. Do you hear that? That thought that rattles around. See, when I think head, I think my broken mind, the endless, unforgettable, unrelenting sound of a mind that is free, yet always wonders when it might wander back into slavery. My brain trips over itself like a horse at the final hurdle, and there it lies, panting, disappointed, broken, hurting, waiting to die. Sorry, the horse, not my mind. So if he is the head of the church, what's that supposed to mean? The head that bore the thorns, or the one resurrected, clean? Does this head think thoughts that I wish he wouldn't too? Will he make me feel lost, exhausted, confused? Or maybe this head is the one that bore the thorns, who knows how it feels to feel impossibly torn, who threw out the grave clothes, knows how to rise, and now is crowned with peace, is joyful and wise. Maybe this head is the king of the church, who is also the servant, the one who chooses to open the eyes of even the least observant. As he opens his hands, bleeding and raw, says, "Look," with fear and sadness and awe, "look what my hands will do for you." These hands that set the world in motion, spoke light to darkness, put fish in the oceans, gave us seasons, the summer sun, that gentle breeze, difference, uniqueness and diversity, sits as the head of the church, yet never demands, but invites. As he calls, "It is finished," as the hands that created each grain of sand reach out and hang upon a cross, waiting for the head of the church to seem as though he'd lost his glory. Yet even in that moment, creation sang his story. As the sky went dark and the earth began to shake, the curtain is torn, the dead begin to wake, and hands that flung stars into space reveal the heart of salvation behind the face that wears the crown, the sweat, the blood, the tears, that takes my brokenness, my shame and fears, the heart that was pleased to reconcile all things to him, in whose eyes the things of earth grow strangely dim. So I open my heart, yet it is the most deceitful of all. How many times have your feelings tempted you to fall into sin, into anger, hopeless sadness or despair? I'll admit sometimes my heart even whispers, "What if he's not there?" Yet this heart will never mend itself. So what must I do? Lift my eyes to the head that is truth, offer my heart completely to you. Use my hands to tend your creation, to call the world back into reconciliation. To remember and remind that we are free from accusation, bought, redeemed, rescued from divine alienation, that your character can withstand any crazy misinformation, that you are the cornerstone, the steady, strong foundation. So I trust that you are the head of the church of every single nation, the heart that desires, fights for, brings salvation, the hands that are the word through whom there was creation. So even when this world looks lost, disease, poverty, power, never mind the cost, when I read the sad realities or ridiculous conspiracies, I will not be shaken. Help my unbelief. Because all those years ago, Jesus the Nazarene was nailed to a cross, said, "I leave with you my peace." So here we are today, at a time so far from ease. In this broken world, who will your head, heart and hands ever seek to please?